Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing very well. Today we are going to work on a very interesting project, so sit back, relax and enjoy the show. The project we are going to work on today, it is called Daemon. Relax, it's not going to be an evil spirit, talking about a background program that works closely with the operating system. So today we are not going to be building a real system demo from scratch. Instead, we are going to take inspiration from how demons work, so that we can understand how applications can run quietly in the background actually. So this project will help us understand what happens behind the scenes and in an operating system. So the idea is we are going to be creating a file organizer, like a simple file organizer that watches the download directory. This script will automatically detect files and organize them into an appropriate folders based on their file extension. Images will go to image folder with PNG, PDF into another PDF folder, document into another document, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is what we are going to do today. So once we did those basic ones, our file organizer will now act like a real daemon. It's going to be running in the background. It will consistently watch the download folder. Whenever a new file appears, it immediately organizes it. So there's no manual action needed actually. So to make it more professional, I'm going to do something. I will separate the configuration logic with Python logic. What do I mean? I mean that the configuration logic will be stored in a JSON file, and then the logic will be written in another Python file actually. This gives a lot of flexibility. Like if you want to add a new folder, you just have to go and update the JSON file. You don't need to go and tamper with the scripts all the time. If you want to change a file extensions, you don't need to touch the code. If you want to change the folder path, same thing, just update the configuration and then you are good. It works just like Visual Studio Code settings. You can just change the settings and the behavior adapts automatically to your choice actually. So at first the project might look simple or might sound simple, maybe even boring actually, but trust me, while building it you'll realize now that the project is powerful. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Here's the overview of the project we are going to be doing. We're going to load the configuration from a JSON file so that it's flexible for us. Okay, you don't need to know how to code before you reorganize your folders in your laptop. So after that, we are going to classify the files based on their extension. As I just said, we are going to identify them by the name of the folder and all this one. We're going to create a destination folder which is going to be like images to the image folder and document to document folder. So it's going to be automatically created anytime it's going to be like that. Then we are going to be ensuring a safe and organized folder structure actually. So you'll see everything will be organized. Then we will do a safe move of a file. You can be moving a file that maybe the file already existed in the folder, the destination folder actually. So it just has to either rename the incoming folder. For information, Daemon is written like DAEMON. It's not like the Daemon that we know. I said it earlier. And then it's gonna be executing without a user interaction. Okay, let me show you my download folder and see how messy it is. That is one of the reasons I'm making this video. I wanted at the same time organize my download file. You can see how it looks so messy. You can see right now it's very messy. So let's go back to this. So after creating the scripts, all these files outside will go into their corresponding folders. So we'll see how everything is going to happen. Okay, and then the feature, what we are not going to do in this video now since it's a beginner series, but a little bit tampering with the operating system. So we are not going to be looking at the log activities and errors, and then we are not going to be recording the file movements, and we are not going to be doing like these feature improvements or enhancements are possible to be done if you understand very well. You can go on here and see if you can go on and do this improvement or feature enhancement actually. So this is what we are going to be building now. So as I said, I'm going to be having two folders here. So one is file organizer.py, one is going to be config, I'm going to call it config.json. Yes, okay. What do I need to have in this config.json? I'm just going to be having the, let me create it like a dictionary. I'm gonna call it folder path. Do I say it like that? No, let me just folder path, and then it's gonna be something like I'm going to take it like this, yeah, it's going to be something like that. And here I will go to my downloads. Yes, I will go to my downloads just that way. My download is that one. Okay, now, and I will go to, since it's a dictionary, I will go to I will put all this variable here, yeah, something like 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, 10 seconds please, okay, no, 10 seconds, and after that I will create another dictionary, which is going to be, it's going to be taking the folders, okay, this dictionary will be another dictionary, okay. I'm going to be creating folders, and it's going to be another dictionary of a list now, okay. This is where I used to say that if you don't know the basic of Python, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you. Yes. Let me just take all these ones. Okay, image will be taking the JPEG, the JPG, and the PNG, GIF, BMP, and all this one. We're going to be taking all these files, and apart from that, I want to put something like other, okay, others. Yes. We are gonna be like that in case I didn't find anything that is in whatever I just mentioned here. Okay, so this is my configuration files. Okay, what I was saying is like this. Okay, in anytime you notice that there is a new folder that needed to be created, like something like college, you just come here, you create the college, and you put the PPT doc, PDF, XLS, and all this one immediately in it. So immediately your script will take all this configuration immediately. So if you need to change the time, if you needed to change the folder path, you just change the folder path to something like desktop, and you are good to go. Okay, so this is just our JSON file. Remember, we are gonna read this file from file organizer file. Okay, so yeah, this is just what I need to do here to keep it professional and more clean. Okay, now here when we come back to our file organizer here, why can't I just, no, let me leave it there. I just wanted to get rid of the comment section, the overview section, but it will be very important for me if I will be going back to check whatever I can do and where I am now. Okay, here obviously we are going to work with the operating system, so I'm not gonna do this one. So we are going to be working with the JSON. We are going to be working with the library that is called shell utility. It's called shell utility. We are going to be using that one, and obviously we are going to be using time. Okay, yes, we are going to be using those time. And the path lib, no, I'm not going to using that one. Let's go. Okay, now let's start from the configuration. Okay, so we are going to call with Python. We are going to open this configuration file .r as f, and yeah, we just load it like that. Okay, then when we load it, it's fine. To get access to elements in my folder, download folder, I'm gonna be taking the os.path, okay, .path. I'm gonna expanding the user, expand user. I used to say that expand user limit so that I can remember myself. That's how I used to do it. Okay, I used to say expand user limit to, I'm gonna use config and then the folder path. Yes, I got the folder paths. Now that I've created the list of this path, I need the interval. Okay, I need this interval. All of them will be a global variable actually that I can use. It will take what the config. It will take config. Then I'm gonna be taking the config, no, not continue. It's gonna be taking config. It's gonna be taking config, and then what was the name of this one I just called is scan interval. I'll copy it, then I will paste it here like that. Yeah, that way I know I got it. After that, what I need to get is just to get all the folders into a folder, all the folders into config. Then I'll get, you remember it was a list of a dictionary of dictionaries. Okay, then I'll get the config. I'll get not the config but the folder. What was the name again? Yes, folders. Yes. Okay, let me get it there like that. Okay, that means this is good, and let me just call it configuration. Let me just call it like that. Yeah, the configuration is done. As soon as the configuration is done, I have to tackle the real problem now. I'm gonna be creating the folder, create folder, and I don't need anything there. I'll loop through the whole folder that I have in this one. Okay, I'll loop through these folders, and I'll create them if they are not already existing in the download folder. So for folder in our big folder, okay, in our big folder, I'm just gonna be needing the keys. I'm gonna be creating a path for all of them. os dot a path, okay, path dot join. Okay, this is how you tell the OS that I'm creating a new folder. Then here I'm gonna be taking the path, the first path. Yes, that is, I'm telling, like, in the download folder, use the dictionary. Okay, use the list of those folder for me, and create those folder for me there in the download file. And now this is just to show the path actually where you are going to work. Now this is the command that will create the make directories. Okay, make directories, and then we take the path that we just created there, and we'll tell it if it exists already, it is fine, no problem. You can just leave it. Okay, so the os.make directories, then we call the path, then this is the path, and then if the folder exists already, it's fine, don't raise any error. Now that this folder, this function is reading, okay, creates folders. Okay, now the folders I've created them. Now something is gonna happen. I'm gonna move the files. I've created the folder. Now let me move the files, those 1, 2, 3, those files to the folders now. Okay, now to move those files, I have to make sure that the files I'm moving, it is one a valid file, like a valid file, because there are files that might be downloading. Like on Google Chrome, it puts CR download, okay, CR download, and I think it's and in other engine, I think it just puts parts. Yeah, if you are downloading a file, the extension will be CR download for Google Chrome, and for others you will see parts. So we are going to check if our file is being downloaded or it has been downloaded. So this is where the project is becoming more interesting. Okay, so before going to that, I will have to check one, if the file is valid. Let me go back and see what I was like. I will classify this one. I will create a destination file. Destination folder, not file. Okay, I will check if the file is valid. Okay, file is valid. Okay, let me just valid file. Okay, is valid file. I think I'm gonna be taking the file name. Okay, I will take the file name here. If I take any file name, any random file name here, I will check if it is valid. Validity depends on either the download is finished or not, okay, or if it is another folder, okay, which is not among those folder that I just created. Okay, if it is another folder that is already created, I will just leave it. If it is the download process is still going on, I will leave it also, and I will wait for it to finish so that I will continue my scripts. So I'm gonna see, like, to check if I'm gonna see one, if it starts with dots. Okay, if file name, okay, if file name dot starts with yes, that's what I wanted to do. If it starts with this one, if it starts with this, okay, if file name dot starts with the dots, I'm gonna return false because there's no file name that will start with that one. Return false. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna return false. Okay, I'm gonna return false. I wanna test also if it ends with if file name dot end with, okay, dot end with here, I'm gonna put the list. Okay, the list, since there are two, I'll put the list dot cr download if it is that, or we are having dot parts. Dot parts. It's not parts, it's parts, I think. And if something is looking that way, we are not going to do anything. Okay, we are going to return false. Then after all, we'll just return true. We just return true to say that yes, the file is valid. So here I'm gonna check if file is valid to be moved. Yes, to be moved. Yeah, if file is valid to be moved. Yes, this way it's good. Now we've gotten the file, we've gotten the path, the destination. No, we've gotten the source, and we've created the folder, and we've checked if the file is valid. Now what we can do is just to prepare the destination. We are going to get the destination, like the file, the folders are created, but we have not yet moved into those files, so those folders, please. So let us get the destination of the different folders, destination of those different folders. Okay, I'm gonna be putting them in there. I'm gonna get the file's name, and I'll get the destination. Here what I'm gonna do, I will just get the extension of the file. Okay, I'll get the extension of the file. I could have done something. Let's go like this: name of the file, and then the extension of the file also. So here I'm gonna be using, I can use something like os dot split. I'm not going to be using split this time. I'm going to be using split test. Okay, I'm going to use split test, and then the file name. Why am I not using split? Only split will just split the text or the string you give with the separator that you will have provided. But this split test, it works with the file and its extension. Split test automatically splits the given string with the extension. The name is that's why I put name here, and here there's extension here. So for us, we don't really need the name. I don't need the name, so I just want this one. Yes, I just want the file be splitted, and I want the second element, and I will make it lowercase. Okay, I'll make it lowercase. Yes, here everything is fine because I have the extension already. Now here I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to see for folder. I'm gonna see for folder and extension, new extensions. Okay, you remember the other folder in our folder. Okay, dot item, in our folder dot item, we are going to tell it like if the extension is already in the extension we've created in the JSON file config.json. If it is there, we are going to return something. We are going to return the os.path. Okay, not that path, but this path. The join, we are going to be the join the full path and the full path of the folder. Yes, this folder. Yes. Okay, so when we return it that way, it's fine. But if it is not there, like if it is not there, we are going to do something. The other, we are going to still to do os.path dot join. Everything we have there, we put it into folder. We put it into folder. Yes, and then yes, and the other. Yes, that's what we are gonna do. Yes, os.path dot this one, but unfortunately, yes, yeah, it's gonna be returning something like that. Yeah, we return, yes, we return it, but not that way, this way. Okay, let me do something because it's giving me tough time. Return, yes, yeah, we are going to return that one. Okay, if everything is okay now, yeah, it's okay. Now we have the destination. Okay, we know where we are going, so let's have, now we are going to move the file. Okay, let us move the file. Here we are going to define the move file. We're going to define the move file, and just need the file name to move the file. You just need a file name to move the file. Just declare a source. Okay, then we get os.path.join. Okay, now we need the folder path. Okay, then the file name that we need to move. If we're just going to check if os, we are going to check if whatever we are getting is a directory, is a folder or file. Okay, os.path is directory. That's what I wanted to say, is directory. Okay, then the source, we are going to take the source. Okay, yeah, if whatever we get here is a directory. Okay, now we are not going to do anything, we just return. Okay, we are not going to do anything. If I'm just going to be checking if now it's a valid, if is valid file name, actually, if it's valid file name, if it is or not, if it's valid file name, we are going to do the move. Let's check. If it is not a valid, we are still going to return nothing. Now here, what we are going to do now, we are going to declare a destination. Let me call it destination. Let me just call it destination with a clean name. I'm gonna get the destination of the file name. Yes, let me get the destination of the file name, and destination dest path is going to be os.path, and then .join, and we are gonna be taking the destination, the whole destination, and the file name. Yeah, this is where we are going to map our folder or our files. Please, this is where we are going to put our file now. Okay, now save move. Okay, we are going to create a function that I'm going to be calling it save move source. Okay, source, and then the destination path. Okay, here is a path, and the source also is a path. Okay, is departing from the folder name, which is download, and then it is bringing it to the destination, which is on another file folder name also. Okay, now I'm going to be writing another function which is called save move. Okay, just before the move. Okay, just before the move function, let us write something like save move, and we'll take the source and then the destination. Okay, we take the source, then the destination. Here we are going to take, here we really need the base, and then the extension. You know why we need the base? Okay, I'll tell you, because we'll be renaming if something happen, like the name is existing already, so we'll be getting the name and then the extension also. We are still going to split text. Okay, so automatically you remember that we will get the name and then the extension here. Oh yeah, sure, we get the extension here. We made the counter is equal to 1. Okay, so that we may, if we found anything like that, we have to create. It's not like creating, but it's a way of like simulating new destination. Okay, simulating a new destination. Yes, yeah, you see. Okay, now what we are going to do here, if the new destination exists already, like the same file is existing, we'll just take the base here, then we just add underscore counter, and then we increment the counter. I think that would be a very good thing. While when I do between that, so I want to force the OS, like as many names as I found, I'll be renaming it until I found no other name existing already. So path.exist, yes, exist the new destination I want. While that one, I'm going to new destination will take, okay, will take let me work with F string here. You take the base, and you just add some funny things, and this one is very good. Counter, yes, I'm gonna be putting it like that, and immediately I just join with the extension. Okay, extension, yes, this is the safest move ever. Yes. Okay, now it is not finished. I will do count, okay, plus equal to 1, yes, until I find a valid name. Now I will call the shell utility dot now move, shell utility move from source to the new destination. Okay, check here, new destination, it will take the destination, the real destination, which is here. So even if let me come out, yes, then even this new destination is our original destination. That's why I was talking about simulating. Okay, now that we have safely moved the file, okay, in a move file, we call the safe move actually, which is very good. Okay, now we have moved everything. It's time now to run the function, not running actually, but writing a function, something like main. Okay, main, yes, I'll write the function name. Let's just print something like file organizer started. Sorry for that, organizer, file organizer started, yes, something, no, file organizer started. Okay, now I'm going to call this create folder. When I call this create folder, our function is the script is already done. Okay, so this one is just to create the main function and run it and see if everything is going well. Now what is going to be happening here, I'll do 1 or 2 things here so that everything looks so clean. I'm gonna be creating non-files. I'm gonna be creating a set. You know, set, you cannot just modify sets like that. I'll create sets. Okay, sets, then I'll get all os dot, I'll list all this one, ls list all the directories from where the folder path. Yes, here I've created a set of all the elements in my download folder now. Okay, now I will still have to create a new file, okay, which is gonna be taking the new file is not going to be here. I will go like this while true. Yeah, this is where it becomes very interesting. While we are going to use the term dot sleep, we are going to sleep, and then we are going to take scan. Yeah, sure. Right now I have it will sleep for 10 seconds, and then run the program again, sleep for 10 seconds and run the program again to see if there's a new download or not, so that it can be moved automatically. Here all the current file, I'm going to get the current files. Okay, I'm going to get all the current file to another set again. Okay, when it wakes up it has to dot path. Okay, no, not path, is like all this one from the folder again. Okay, now and what I need to do now is new file. It will take all the new files, will take the current file minus the known files, the current file minus the known files. Yes, hope you know what I'm trying to do. Okay, let me put SS so that it is meaningful. Yes, now I'm gonna check all the files in the new files. Actually, for files in the not files, we just call it file name in the new file. New file. Yes, in the new file, what I have to do is just to move file. Okay, I'll move file. I will call the move file, and now I will still check if I finish moving. I will still check if new file is still having anything, or how many files did I move. Then I will check if new files. Okay, I will just print that yes, this much the length of new file. Okay, new file here moved. Okay, moved. Okay, this one here. If this file exists, actually, if it exists, if it's not 0, so we say that okay, there are 5 files moved. So what we are going to do, we are not going to leave it like that. We will make the known file. We'll make the known file to take the current file. It is very important. If we don't do that, everything will not be okay with us. So I think this one is, unfortunately, this is not done very well. Yes, I have to, all this function has to come like this. Okay, everything is okay. Now here, at some point, I was no more putting the comments. Yes, here what I was doing is I was getting the valid destination. Okay, getting the valid destination, getting the valid destination, and here I was moving the function. Okay, moving function. Yes, moving function, and here this one was a safe move. Okay, safe move function. avoid crash by safe move. Yes. Okay, here we can say that here we have the core logic. We have the core logic here. Okay, yes. Now core logic for looping. Yes, core logic for looping. Okay, now here we finish everything, so we just have to call the function if everything is okay. If name is equal to main, okay, then I'll call just a main. Okay, let me pray very well if everything is gonna be working perfectly. Okay, let us see a problem somewhere. Okay, in the 43 we have what? We have safe move. Where's expand user config folder path? 43 from the beginning. Okay, let me see. Open config.json in the read mode as file. We config. Okay, let me write something like this. D and I'll write config. Yes. Okay, now when it is config for the bar and the scan interval, and we have folder. Okay, this is one. Okay, we're talking about folder bar. Is it called what? Okay, let me see here. Folder paths. Okay, there were S there. I'm not sure it is X here. Okay, let me try again and see. Yes, file organizer started. Let me just zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see it clearly. Here, yeah, we have file organizer started. Okay, now let's go and see in our download folder and see if everything is working very well. Unfortunately, things are not working very well. Okay, let us go there. Okay, let me go back. Oh yes, I have to Control C to stop the execution. Now let me before when I just create everything, let me just scan it and move everything once before I do something actually. So let me write something like a def scan once. Okay, scan once. Okay, scan once. And this indentation problems here. Yes, scan once, and I'll just get something like for item in os.ls there. Then we got the folder path here. Okay, now move. I'm gonna move item. Yes, I'll move the item, and then here I'll cut this one, I'll put here, and here I'll do like move all the file at first execution. Yes, execution. at the first execution for me. Yeah, here after creating this one, I just have to call it the known file. I'll just have to call scan once. Yes, I just have to call scan once, and let's try again and see if everything is okay. It has started. Okay, you see here it's reading. File organizer started. Now let us go. Still here things are not working very well. Okay, let us do something here. Since it's not working, let us I'm gonna print. Okay, scanning this one. Let us print and see. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Okay, yes, okay, scanning it. Now move file item, then do something here. Oh, let me check. Yes, let me check this one. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let me see again. Everything is good. Oh, I see. Everything is working perfectly. Okay, let me go to my download. Yes, everything is working perfectly. Yeah, yes. You can see image, others, apps, certificate, software. Now it's well arranged now. Scripts, it's well arranged now. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's good. Now if I wanted to do something to this, yes, you see this I have scripts, and let me write something like create something like executable. Yes, something like this. Exit. Yes. Okay, now I save it. I don't need to have any coding skill, so I save it, then I run it. Yes, so immediately I run it, you see everything has been moved. All the things have been moved. See, yeah, even college was created and it's still scanning. So if I go here, you see executable. Yeah, you see executables have been created. Okay, now let us see if our Daemon is really working as expected. So now I'm gonna execute the program, then I will go and download a new. Okay, you can see here file organizer started. Okay, so I will go back to my download to internet. Okay, let's first go to my download. Okay, here's my download directory. So let's go and download any image. Let me go for something like images. Yes, okay, it has been saved. So what I will do, let me go back to my code and see if everything is okay. Yeah, it is said 2 files moved, 1 file moved. So thank you very much for following me. And these here down there, they are a little bit tricky, so you can just give it a try and see if everything is going very well. And maybe next time we can see and transform this project into an intermediate, so that we implement the Daemon function, so that whenever the laptop is turned on, whenever the PC is turned on, the Daemon process, it will start immediately. You can change the directories here to your desktop, to your documents, so that you get everything arranged on your laptop. And thank you very much, and bye bye.